I think the science and the boating, mostly sailing, but boating really go hand in hand, especially for kids, because if you grew up on the Cape, you should probably know a little bit about aquaculture, and you should probably know a little bit about why marsh ecosystems are important and things like that. So it really is important to get the kids started young, just in becoming stewards for the environment, because they're going to be boating someday.
For kids to get the opportunity to sail here on Pleasant Bay it's really an amazing opportunity. Sailing in general, especially at a young age like most of these kids are, you're learning all kinds of skills from problem solving to communication, and it really helps them build up who they are. You know, people say sort of the cliche of it builds character, but it really does. You see these kids working together in boats when they're sailing together, they're talking, communicating, or when something breaks or something goes wrong, they have to figure out how to fix it or how to keep the boat going. And they do. They learn pretty quickly that they have to build these problem-solving skills, and it will set them up for success throughout the rest of their lives. So you have people sailing in boats together that might not have met each other or might not have any prior experience with each other, but after a day on the water with them, they're pretty close friends.
I think PBCB is special just because it's definitely more affordable than a lot of other boating experiences on the Cape. We also, we do a lot of outreach. We do field trips, we work with the Council on Aging, we work with Capabilities, so there are a lot of people that get on the water that probably don't normally in the rest of their day-to-day lives. The whole motto is affordable and accessible to all, and really, if somebody calls us and they're like, look, I'd really like to get my kid into camp, but I really can't afford it, then we have scholarships for that. We have a certain amount of scholarship money that's for Cape kids as well.
I'm really excited that Pleasant Bay Community Boating has obtained a Martin 16, which is a wonderful adaptive boat designed from the keel up for adaptive racing. It has become the mainstay of a number of adaptive sailing programs around the country. The wonderful thing about it is that it complements and will become another key adaptive boat in Pleasant Bay Community Boating's fleet. We inaugurated the adaptive sailing program at PBCB last year with this wonderful state-of-the-art dock that I'm standing on. That's the best adaptive sailing facility on Cape Cod. And in order to begin actually having adaptive sailors out on the water, with the help of our executive director, Mike Travato, and our sailing director, Tom Leach, we retrofitted one of our Flying Scot sailboats, and I happily served as the crash test dummy on that project and had a lot of fun sailing her on Pleasant Bay last summer. I look at the Martin 16 as the next step up because it will let adaptive sailors with disabilities that are much greater than mine be able to sail, provided that they have had some prior sailing experience. Classic example is a wonderful quadriplegic woman I know who's going to be able to sail the Martin because she has enough use of her hands to operate the tiller, which controls the rudder on this boat. So just having her in the water will expand the target population that PBCB's adaptive sailing program will be able to serve. Now, the next boat that we would love to add to PBCB's fleet is a boat called the RS Venture Connect. This beauty is also adapted from the ground up. It is sailable by a broader spectrum of adaptive sailors. And what we hope that through the generosity of PBCB's wonderful donors and those of you who are attending our gala tonight, please give, because if you do, or should I say when you do, that will enable us hopefully to be able to this fall order an RS Venture Connect SCS sailboat and be able to have her on the water and be the third boat in PBCB's adaptive fleet this time next year. We really want this program to flourish and be the gold standard of adaptive sailing in New England in 3, 4, 5 years down the road.